back, even though the Vikings haven't been great on offense. I want the ball in the hands of my guys right now.
Nickel package here for Minnesota. The Jets will go for it on 4th and 10. Deep drop. White sets, throws. It is caught. Corey Davis. First down, New York. What a delivery by White.
And Corey Davis coming back from injury, played his first game last week in Chicago after missing 3 with a knee injury. He told us he's finally starting to feel like the knee is totally healthy. And what a catch, because he had a defender right on his hip. Right in his hip pocket. He bodies him off, makes the catch, goes for 31 big ones, and the Jets are in business.
And Charles Bynum saved the touchdown for Minnesota. Davis was poised to take it the distance.
City on him underneath in the middle of the field.
Ty Johnson this time. Steps out of the tackle, into the secondary, stays on his feet and scores! 32-yard touchdown from Ty Johnson, his first one this year.
We touched on in that previous drive playing complementary football. They didn't get the 3 and out, but they got the 6th and out. And they went down and scored. And on this one right here, right, let's take charge of this game. Let's put this one away. The Bears don't have their starting quarterback. They're losing players during the course of the game. We need to be able to finish this game out now if this is who we think we are.
Hospital, emergency.
There you go. Wilson. Downfield. Hauled in. Garrett Wilson. 2 flags thrown. Kirby Joseph, Will Harris back there defensively for Detroit. Jets looking for a big play.
What a play by Garrett
Pass
Wilson.
interference. Defense, number 25. That comes the decline. The result of the play is first down.
It's not just that he stayed with the concentration, as he fought through it and physically got through. Garrett Wilson listed as 6 foot, 183 pounds, not a super strong, overly big guy, fights his way through the traffic and is determined to go get that football, and he does. 33 yards on that reception.
We start this second quarter on a 2nd and 5. Wilson out of the pocket. Wilson looks downfield, and he's got his man, Garrett Wilson. First down into Detroit territory at the 40-yard line. 33 yards on the hookup.
And this is exactly what Detroit talked about all week, worked on in anticipation of Zach Wilson if he's the quarterback. Movement plays, plays of him getting outside the pocket, and what needs to happen. And in this case, they lose sight of Garrett Wilson, and a really nice throw by Zach Wilson. Drop it in the bucket and let number 17 go possess it and take it for further yardage.
Wilson. And lofting it up, and he's got him. It's caught by Mims, working on Adrian Phillips. The big completion to the 25 on 3rd and 7. A pickup of 34 and a Jet first down.
Well, unlike the last one, if you lead him here, it's going to be intercepted. This time he underthrows it, which works out perfectly for Mims because he's trailing Jones, is able to make the adjustment and come back for the football. I thought maybe Mims was going to get called with a little push off there as they were both kind of going at it. Jones was trying to get in front of him. That's a way the defensive backs, they try stacking the receivers so they can't get in front of them on the long pass plays, but that time it worked out in Mims' favor.
A trap play inside, and a beauty! Hall running free! Breece Hall inside the 10! He's gonna score! Touchdown, Jets!
Well, if you ever needed a statement drive as a young team, this was one. Green Bay goes down, gets a touchdown to make it a 1-score game. Watch this design. They run it again. It's a trap. They're going to fake the toss. Trap to Breece Hall. Watch, they're going to kick out, bang, and just hit it downhill. And then the rest is just Breece Hall. We've talked about him all day. He's dynamic. He's strong. He's fast. They got themselves a special player in this really special 2022 draft class.
And they've been the difference.
3rd and 6. Wilson throwing, got his man across the 40, 45, midfield. inside the Pittsburgh 45 is Garrett Wilson, the rookie out of Ohio State.
What a shot from Zach Wilson, just in a big moment, in a big spot, puts it, the ball location for Garrett Wilson, unbelievable. You know, I'm surprised Minkah Fitzpatrick was the robber on that play. What does that mean? He was the free player down low to help on the crossers, but he didn't feel Wilson jet right past him, and just the perfect pass at the perfect time from Wilson.
1st and 25. Wilson double clutch, short throw, catch and run. Carter's got speed. Michael Carter working that sideline, and he's out of bounds. We talked to Breece Hall about Carter, and he said Carter texted him the moment he got drafted, said we can both eat in this offense. We bonded right away.
Classic example of plenty of meat on the bone for both. And what happened on that play, a few things. One, Michael Carter, he can fill up for Breece Hall quite well. We know that. Excellent pass protection. Allowed Zach Wilson to get to the check down in the throw.
Fake the handoff, bootleg. Wilson sets, he throws, he's got his man, caught, touchdown, breaking away, C.J. Uzomah. Jets are on the board. It's a 40-yard strike.
So the action goes away, but the ball's going to go back opposite. And what a beautifully designed play and executed well in addition. C.J. Uzomah finding his way open, had a big year last year in Cincinnati catching the football, not catching nearly as many balls here with the Jets, but what a time to come up with a big play there.
Carter in the backfield and a fake. Zach Wilson has a lot of time. He's got a man wide open. It's Davis, and he's got it down into the 20. A 41-yard gain to Corey Davis, and the Jets are in business.
Watch Corey Davis here. He's just running a comeback and go. He comes back. Everyone thinks on a bootleg, you're going to run back towards the sideline. This time he's got the extra protection. Gives him time for that double move, and just a little flick of the wrist. Gets it out there just enough. Nice job by Davis to come back for the ball, but great double move off the action bootleg.
Ty Johnson comes in a running back on 3rd and 9. They twist up front. White's given time, threads the needle for Elijah Moore. Breaks a tackle. Big gain on his first touch. Moore goes all the way to the 21. A gain of 42.
That's a confident throw by Mike White right there. You can see the rain coming down. This is a really tight window. Watch Elijah Moore going to get on top of Jalen Jones and then kind of break in. Here comes your safety over the top, Eddie Jackson. So that's a really well-thrown ball and anticipated into that window.
How about Elijah Moore, who is their leading receiver as a rookie last year? This year has been nothing like that. A few weeks ago, he requested a trade. Went home during the bye week, said he gained some perspective, has come back feeling rejuvenated.
FC trying to break the longest playoff drought in the NFL. Haven't been to the postseason since 2010. Give it to Knight. Has some room. Knight working the sidelines. Donovan Knight. Bam, trying to go. And he is out of bounds. Connor McGovern, a key block up front for New York. And he runs it on a sprint for 48 yards.
And that's McGovern, the center, who pulled it. That's the key block you're talking about. Number 60 and number 54, Eric Kendricks, their star linebacker. And then those fresh legs and that extra burst. What did Robert Saleh call it? The juicy running of Bam Knight. Gains some big yardage.
Jets looking for something. Can't make a mistake here, though. Wilson. Home run ball is caught. Jeff Smith downfield against Okudah. 14 seconds on the clock. Wilson showing off the arm to the tune of 50 yards.
And what a play by Jeff Smith. Somehow they catch them to where it turns into essentially man-to-man coverage. I think it was quarters coverage, but Jeff Okudah running to the outside never sees the football. Jeff Smith does, tracks it the entire way, and then goes and gets it, and able to keep his body in front of Jeff Okudah and away from making a play on the ball. Nice launch by Zach Wilson. Even better play by Jeff Smith downfield to turn it into the big gainer.
A deep drop lets the routes develop. One of his first downfield shots has Garrett Wilson. Makes field goal miss. Turns on the afterburners. He's gone. Touchdown Jets. New York takes the lead. 54 yards. There is a flag down.
And unfortunately, Eddie Jackson is down too. Watch number 4. It's a non-contact injury where he goes to the ground. This is going to go right through the hands, right to Garrett Wilson. Now, right behind him is Eddie Jackson. He's there, but he goes down on the ground. He's coming off the field, and I've got my fingers crossed that that could be bad news for the Bears, because every time you see somebody go down without that contact.
There's no foul for unsportsmanlike conduct. It was determined it was not an action towards another player. The result of play is a touchdown.
Both touchdowns today for the Jets. Mike White to Garrett Wilson.
Just pressing it up on the deep end. A nice little wiggle there at the top, and you can see Eddie Jackson right there. He would have been your safety that would have been able to come up and make a play on that ball to help out Kindle Vildor.
Once again, 7 defensive backs. Wilson out of the pocket, buying time. Will take a deep shot. Separation, and the catch made by Garrett Wilson. Dropped inside the 15. Jalen Mills with a tackle. And the Jets with a 54-yard hookup.
Too deep coverage. Watch the double move here by Garrett Wilson. Move inside, then he goes up. And how about the throw by Zach Wilson? That's the Zach Wilson they drafted out of BYU. A quarterback who can give you movement outside the pocket and create explosive throws downfield to receivers.
Movement from Uzama. White slings it in stride, breaking away. Garrett Wilson. Wilson, a big play downfield. Wilson still going along the sideline. He's not going to go down. Wilson takes it all the way, but he was out of bounds. Ruled out at the 11. White to Wilson. Potent combination.
Remember how you talked about what he told us about, hey, I just try to avoid those big hits. That's twice now he's bounced off of big hits and propelled him along his way. This time for huge yardage. There's the step.
Yep.
Right there. Excellent job by the official on the spot. A big 60-yard gainer for the Jets. They feel like they're right back in this thing.
Second snap for Denzel Mims. He's in there. They go to the run game. Oh, look at the speed of Breece Hall. He's done it again. Breece Lightning. 62 yards for the touchdown. This is the Jets' identity on offense right now.
And look at how they move. You remember earlier I was talking about those big dancing bears up front offensive line? Well, it wasn't just them. Because downfield, number 11, Denzel Mims, activated for this game, filling in with Elijah Moore being left at home. He helped as well. They always say the first 7 yards of any good run, that's on the offensive line and the tight ends. Let's give him the most positive start to the week we can. And that's why I think he left him out of the game at that point.
Wilson, he hits Denzel Mims, who breaks away. Mims with a big gain on the catch and run. That's going to pad the numbers for Zach Wilson. And for Denzel Mims, shows off some of the talent that the Jets saw when they drafted him in the second round. 63 yards.
Gonna find the open spot in the zone, and then Jack Jones with a shoulder tackle that Mims bounces off of. And now he's off to the races and shows that speed that you talked about earlier before he's hauled down by Miles Bryant.
Jets offensive line holding up well there. Flacco wide open. It's Davis. Davis waltzes in for the touchdown. Unbelievable.
It's exactly what the Browns did against Carolina. I mean, how do you allow this to happen? The only way that the Jets can be in this game is to get a quick touchdown.
Just a massive breakdown in that secondary. Look like Denzel Ward and
just watch back
Delpit.
there. Yeah, watch Corey Davis. He just runs right by him. It's just a
a deep route, and it's the exact same thing that happened against the Carolina Panthers, and they make the mistake that they can't make, and now the Jets have an opportunity.
Uzomah, the tight end, on the move with a couple backs and a fake by Wilson. And a block by Uzomah. And downfield they go. This is the rookie running back Hall. There's a block downfield by Berrios. Still on his feet, dragging defenders down to the 1.
We're going to have Hall coming out of the backfield. Great job by Zach Wilson recognizing it. He just gets lost in coverage. The Dolphins lose him coming out of the backfield, and Wilson puts it right on him. And then the last 15, 20 yards is all Breece Hall trying to get in the end zone.
Breece Hall with a lot of catches coming out of the backfield. That's his first today. But he had 15 coming in. Look at this dive. And shy by a yard.
Of the first quarter.